All right, and I think we are live. Let me double check here real quick before I get into this stream. Turn down my volume. I am. All right, sweet. Okay, guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel here. Today what I'm doing is, because I'm still editing my video, one second, let me turn something down. There, hopefully I'm not peaking as much now. Alright, but anyways, what I was saying was my video for my first locals is taking a while to edit. Just a lot of footage to go through, a lot of little cuts and stuff to make it more polished. So in the meantime, I figured I'd just do a stream here and there just to give you guys some sort of content or something to watch. But as you know, I'm very much an enjoyer of slightly off-meta or jank decks. From my Yu-Gi-Oh deck profile of Branded, back when Branded wasn't even that great. So now, what I'm doing, right, is I got for you today a goofy little list I cooked up for One Piece. It is Red, Yellow, Sabo, but if I can hit this real quick, I have a little bit of a twist here. So what I've got for you today is Bad Shanks list, effectively, but it is Red, Yellow, Sabo, but we are running the red-haired package, right? So a little bit of power manipulation and stuff like that. Really just relying on these three cards right here to close out games, right? So dumb on plays with Ben Beckman here, right? On play trash opponent's character with 6,000 power less. Really strong, especially when comboed here with like our Building Snake or our Koala 2K, right? Because we are a Revolutionary Army type leader. So we're able to trash some pretty big bodies with that, as well as Rayleigh, right? Rayleigh in conjunction with Building Snake can just absolutely demolish somebody's board and take away a lot of their pressure. And then, of course, we have 10-drop Shanks to help close out games, right? With Rush and giving all of your opponents minus 1,000 power. Very strong effect. Now, you might be wondering, how in the world are you going to use a 10-drop? I thought you were trying to heal every character, or every turn, sorry, late game, so that you can finish out the game. Well, that's easy, right? Because thanks to this Uta Searcher, we now have, I mean, not now, we already have one in Revo, but we have a red-haired version of the Koala. Give up to one rested Dawn card to your leader of one of your characters. So each of these little guys can do that once per turn. And it is now searchable with Uta. So we have 8 copies of this Dawn Equipper. And then we also have 2 copies of this non-searchable Monet here. I decided to go with Monet over the Koala just because it's not searchable, just like Koala wouldn't be in this list, right? But it gives us 2 Rested Dawn cards, which is a little bit more, right? It's a little bit more potent than Koala would have been, as well as the fact that this one also gives an opponent's character minus 1,000 power, which, you know, can be relevant. Granted, it does rest itself, but that's fine, you know. We can buff it up with our leader ability, right? If we bounce something else, we can give plus 2,000 to Monet, put it at 5k. That's much easier to defend than a 3k body. So it's a little bit easier to defend there. But yeah, other key stars, I'm trying out the Bach Punch and Monster combo. And I gotta say, even though you have like no cards in hand when you play this combo, it is so funny to see the look on your opponent's face. And actually, kind of combos a lot better. I played one game earlier and actually won. Just like a super quick test. I drew none of the blocker Shanks, which I kind of needed in that game. But turns out Bonk Punch plus Monster actually combos amazingly with our leader, right? Because leader ability for Red, Yellow, Sabo, for those of you who don't know, Dawn ×1, activate main once per turn, add a character with a cost of 3 or more, and 7,000 or more power to the top of your life cards face up. And now that 7,000 power or more is not base. It's just whatever it is on the board, right? But you bounce that character to your life face up, so you heal 1 face up from your field, and then one of your characters gets 2,000 power to the start of your next turn. So what I do here is, even though they don't have Rush, right, you go Bonk Punch on your forward on turn, play your monster out from your hand, right? So your monster's going to be a 4k body, which is going to protect your Bonk Punch from effect KO until the next turn. In the next turn, you want to give a Dawn to your Bonk Punch, so that puts him at 6k, and then when attacking, he gets plus 2,000 power. So you swing at 8k, 4-drop at your opponent, right? And then what you can do, give a Dawn to your leader, bounce that Bonk Punch into your life, because it is now an 8,000 power character, and buff up your monster to a 6k swing. And for only a 2 in Dawn investment on your 6 Dawn turn, that means you still have enough Dawn for a Shanks, you have enough Dawn for Tony Chopper, right? You can start doing these setup plays, play a Monet, play a Koala, you know, do something like that, right? I do want to maybe put an event or 2 in here for removal later, but as of right now, I'm just trying this out. I think that this meta is really good to have characters to play out as opposed to events. The only reason why I've been considering events is because the versatility of stuff like Divine Departure and Mulgun. Mulgun's very easy to fulfill in this deck, and you usually want to take the first couple hits aggressively, especially if you've played out Bonk Punch and Monster to get that extra, get those extra cards back into your hand. But also, because I feel like a lot of these little bodies die really hard to Green Zoro. Haven't played against a Green Zoro yet, but I'm assuming that they just get murked by Green Zoro. You know, they just cleaned it up for free. But that's a bridge we'll cross when we get there. Like I said, just kind of started, so we're going to go straight into the testing. I'm not playing ranked with this. I don't really, you know, I don't really jive with ranked when I'm play testing. We're just going to go into the Western, right, do some OP12, and let's do a quick join and get into it. But yeah, I really like this leader, Red Yellow Sabo. Waiting for OP13 because there are a lot of red Revolutionary Army type cards that are coming out in OP13, right, for the red black Sabo. And so I'm really excited to try it out in when that happens, just to see if there's any strong options for Red Yellow Sabo moving forward. Another card that's not in this list actually is the Yellow Kuma. I thought about it, but it just doesn't really do what the red-haired package wants to do, I feel like. And it will reduce consistency for whatever I cut. But I just really like having all of the bodies that I put in the deck. So, I don't know, maybe moving forward, I'll like, cut the Monets and, like, a Building Snake or something to get, like, 3 or 4 of the Kumas in there. But right now, I'm just trying pure red-haired. All right, so we're going to go second here, right? The even curve is a little bit better for us. All right, we have Searcher, we have our Monster, a 2K, 10-drop, and a Beckman. It could be better, right? We could have the Dawn Attacher, but I'm going to keep this. I don't want to be too greedy here. And we're going to go second. Good luck. Have fun to our opponent. Let's drop in one of those real quick. Okay. And we're waiting on him right now. We're playing against Koala. So, going to be annoying for our Monster Bonk Punch combo. These are just going to be 1K counters in our hand, probably. As we don't necessarily need to take that life right off the bat. Alright, here we go. It's going to be our turn. So we're just going to do that. Play out our Ucha Searcher. There is a part of me, actually, now that I think about it, that wouldn't mind aggressively taking that first life to get the Bonk Punch combo off. So I think I might actually do this, because we can always heal that life back later. I'm going to do that, actually. I'm going to take this, and we're going to pass turn back to our opponent. Really want to see the Dawn Attacher here, though. I'm not going to lie. Alright, we have a Karasu 4K blocker. We really like to see these little bodies here. He's going to swing 5 into 5. We're going to give him... We'll give him a Ben Beckman just because we're taking our life next turn. So we will give him a counter and resolve that attack. Also, I apologize. I'm trying to get faster at playing the sim. I am new to it. So, with that being said, we are definitely going in here with the Bonk Punch into Monster. I'm going to swing with my leader first. Yeah. Swing with leader first, see if he gives us blocker, see if he gives us a card. Probably gives us a card. I highly doubt he takes here. Alright, gave us a blocker from hand. Okay, that's nice to see. The less blockers, the better that we have to get through. We are going to deploy this, play out that monster, and then add the top card of our life to our hand off of his leader effect. That gives us a 2K, very nice. And a Lime Juice at that, so we're going to be able to negate this blocker later. And then we are just going to pass back to our opponent. Establishing a strong early board state here. 5 cards in hand. We don't mind taking another hit from him here for life. If he decides to swing. Excuse me. A little hungry, so I'm going to cram some Taco Bell while we're going here. Okay, and he's going to aggressively take with Sabo. Going to give him an 8-drop 6K blocker. And we are going to take this life here. No trigger, obviously. Alright, he's going to pass it back to us. We're going to draw a card in our Dawn. Another Ben Beckman. So we've seen 3 and a 4. Okay. We can't play out Ben Beckman yet. We're only at 6 Dawn. We also don't have the Dawn Equipper here. But that's fine, right? Because we have a pretty good little play we can do with healing back, right? So what we're going to do here, I think, is we're going to give a couple Dawn to Bonk Punch. Swing with the monster. And then we'll see what he does with the Bonk Punch swing. So I'm going to give him... I don't know if I want to swing a raw 8 here. I think we give him... Yeah, we'll just give him 1. Yeah, because if we swing with the 1, right? What that's doing is we're saying, okay, you need to block and give us at least 2 cards with your Sabo, right? Because the Sabo's a 6K. So I want to do that. So we're going to attack in here. 4-8. So he has to give us 2 cards either way. Or block. If he gives us a blocker, we're fine with that. Okay, there goes the blocker. Sure enough. Now what we're going to do is we're going to give a Dawn to our leader. We're going to activate our leader ability. Right? Healing that Bonk Punch to the top and giving 2k. We could actually do 2k to Uta and then swing 6-6 here, which isn't too bad. Because that gives him something to attack into. Okay, we'll give 2k to Monster. That way it's harder for him to swing over it on his next turn. And then I'm going to actually equip all to Uta. And then we're going to send Uta in at face for 6. So he's still going to have to give us a card if he does decide to block with Sabo here. Granted, it's a 1k, but still. Or he can give us a 2k right now. And then if he gives us a 2k now, we send Bonk Punch in. Okay, so he's going to block and probably counter here. And we are going to keep attacking our opponent's... I want to do life? I don't know. Let's take a look at trash real quick. Okay, so he has no... not Koala. He has no Kuma in trash. I feel like we really want to pressure his hand here. So the best way to do that, I feel, is attack into... Yeah, I think we attack into Sabo here. If he wants to give us 1k, that's fine. And then next turn we can trash it for free with Ben Beckman and still have a Dawn for leader ability to tuck one of our boys. So right now it looks like he's really taking his time deciding whether or not he wants to save this Sabo for 1k counter. And he's going to, ditching a Searcher. We're going to pass our turn there. And Uta, he probably swings into clean up with leader. But Monster here, he's going to have to invest Dawn if he wants to get rid of, at least with an attack, right? Because it is still a 6k, right? That 2,000 bonus from our leader is going to last till our turn. So, or I guess the end of his turn, but same thing. Okay. So, again, he's playing Robin here now. Pretty good card. Trying to whittle our hand down. We'll give him a Beckman and a 2k, I think. We're going to give him these 2. So attacking our hand here, right? Trashing 1 for us to trash 2. Pretty strong, pretty strong. And it's another blocker, right? A 9 cost 7k blocker. So kind of want to see a Building Snake here, because if I could, right, I could get Building Snake out, bottom it to give this minus 3k power. And, oh, he's just going to scoop. All right. Well, GG's to our opponent. So, yeah, I think he just kind of realized that he didn't have great ways to protect, right? Because these cost boosts are really good against black decks, but, right, being red hair pirates and red, just didn't really have a way to combat that. And, I mean, it was not going to be, he was not going to have a good time here, right? I mean, we have Rayleigh here after our Ben Beckman turn, right? So we can play out Rayleigh for 8. And we can go -3, -2, or sorry, -3, -2 here. KO the Sabo, and then his Robin's only a 5k blocker, and we can still send face if we wanted. We were probably just going to Beckman trash his Sabo blocker and then still get frisky with it and just keep healing every turn. So kind of just like nullifying his ability to like build tempo against us, right? Because that's the way that Koala wins, is by waiting for you to drop your late game stuff and take life, but we kind of mitigate that by healing every turn. So, yep, unfortunate for Koala there. Just couldn't quite hang with the OG Sabo, canonically stronger than Koala. All right, well, let's do another quick join. Did I just see a purple-yellow Rosinante chilling in the lobbies there? Interesting stuff. All right, let me pull up chat here while I'm chewing. Yo, Palydem, what's good? Yes, it is your boy. It's been forever, dude. How you doing? Hold on, let me pull up chat on my phone. I only have one monitor, so need to work on that. Alright, we're still waiting here for an opponent. But yeah, I know a lot of people have been giving me crap for not playing the including some of my friends, for not playing the Kuma card, right? The heal. Because, you know, it's Revolutionary Army. You know, he is a 7k body, he has counter, you know, all this jazz. But I don't think we really need the heal because we already heal. Oh my goodness, purple blue Kaido, what is this? Dawn times when your turn when one of your opponent's characters is KO'd, you can add a Dawn from your Dawn deck instead is active. Okay, this Tand is terrible, so we're going to get rid of it immediately. All right, and we get to choose again. Ooh, and now we are cooking, chat, because this is what you want to see right here. Okay, so we're going to draw a card, draw our Dawn. What is it? Okay, I'm going to have to read every card here. Opponent's character is KO'd, added on. Okay, look at the top 5. Animal Kingdom other than Husu. Okay, so we are going to... We got... Yeah, so we're going to play out one of these. We could go with another one. We want to see Bonk Punch. I think we just keep one out for now. Yeah, we can't attack our first turn. We just keep one out for now. Just because I don't trust them. We're taking the first hit every time. No trigger. It's a Koala 2K. Not the worst card to see. Not the best. We're going to draw and get some done on our board. All right, we do not have our Bonk Punch monster combo. So what are we going to do? Probably drop a Shanks, put a Dawn on our leader, and get frisky with it on his face. We could just play Bonk Punch raw, but I feel like I want to hold that for Tempo Shift later. So we're just going to deploy out our Shanks here. Use our Jimothy to give Sabo a rested Dawn and just swing in at face. We have a 6k blocker that gives us a 2k counter for any brick. We're going to pass to our opponent here. Yasop we might look at playing next turn. Maybe. Alright, ramping out with the Bonkure. He's going to swing in for 6. Keeping a Dawn up probably for Thunderbogwa, I think cost 1. Alright, so he's swinging 6. I think we counter this one with... we definitely don't get rid of Koala because we need to kill... this here, Bonclay. What just happened? Oh, I used the Shanks ability. Okay. Well, it still works, I guess. What a meme. I just wasted a 2k. You're in Japan for 3.5 years? Holy cow, dude. How was it? I wish we could go, but they don't like us anymore. Alright, we're going to get our Dawn here. We're at 6 Dawn now. And still no sight of our... darling monster. No searchers either to look for it. What do we do here? Alright, so he's got a 1-drop blocker. We literally don't care about that at all. He has 6 Dawn. He's going into 8. Bonclay is going to be an issue. I really want to get rid of this Bonclay. But we don't have a way to do that right now. So now the question is, do we play Yasop? I think we do, just because it makes us a little tankier. We're fine with hitting... We're fine with him hitting once. This is tricky. We also could just do Bonk Punch and then send a couple damage at opponent's face here. Nah, I think Yasop's just better because this will help us get more value out of Rayleigh on our next turn. Right, because we can play... Or I guess we can't even do that, right? Because you need a Dawn first and it's when attacking. Rayleigh costs 8. Okay, well, yeah, we'll still deploy a Yasop here. And then we'll give up to one of our leader. I'll choose one, I think, is a good idea. Alright, we're going to give a Rested Dawn to our leader Schmieder here. Throw another one on him and send a frisky 7 at face. Japan was sweet. And yeah, due to a few ships, it just got swapped to JP. Yeah, I mean, I can't really blame him. I would have been going wild too. Looks like he did take. So he's down to 2 life. When we've established a surprisingly, like, subtly aggressive board here. Nothing too crazy. Another Vista blocker, though. So he is building that wall. Okay, and he's going to kill our Yasop immediately. Fair, fair. Oh, and our other Shanks. Well, we had a board. And then it disintegrated. If I was him, I would have thrown the Bonclay at my face first because now he has nothing to turn into. So we are going to 2k this, I believe. Actually, no. We take this all day because now we get Ben Beckman. We can trash stuff. Another Bonk Punch. I thought that was Monster for a second. I was about to pop off. Okay, so we have 2 options here, right? We can drop down a cheeky Beckman and trash his Bonclay, which seems bad. Or we can drop Rayleigh, KO his Bond Clay, which seems okay. I don't really like our options here, I'm not going to lie. I think Rayleigh's okay. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't really matter. We're not going to get an attack in either way. I'm just going to send the Rayleigh out to establish a strong body. Like so. -3, -2, and then we'll just KO the Bond Clay, so we don't have to worry about that noise anymore. We're going to give a Rested Dawn card to our leader and swing another 6, asking for a little bit higher of a card quality than ordinary. He's going to give us that -1k blocker, and we're going to pass with 6 cards in hand and 2 life. Our opponent has 1 1-cost blocker, 1 1-cost 2k body, 9 Dawn, I think that is. It's 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. And 7 cards in hand. Now 6, he got another Bond Clay. Alright, so going to 10 Dawn here. He's got 6 active. Let's see what he decides to do with it. Okay. So he's going to get rid of our Rayleigh. He's asking for 2 cards. I think I'll give them to him right now. Yeah, we'll give him 2 cards. So he's trying to deny us our resources. So I think now that we're at 10 Dawn, what we can start doing is pressuring life for free. And what I mean by that, I'll show you what my idea is here. I don't know if this is the right play, but it is an option. So we're going to send Shanks out here. Boom, like so. And we're going to just send 12 straight at his face. Ask for the blocker. He's going to take. What we do here, we're going to give our leader a Dawn card. We're going to activate leader, put Shanks on top, give 2k to our Yasop, and then attack for 6. And I'm just going to deny him the ability to kill our stuff. So now he has nothing to copy with Bond Clay. He's forced to send stuff at face. His blocker is annoying, but again, we have removal for it. We just need to see it. Okay, Kozuki Odin is interesting, to say the least. And unfortunately, we did get rid of our 2k. That reduces. We're not going to block that. We want our Shanks back. Thank you very much. We want to see our power reducers. We're not seeing them right now, though. Almost ended my turn there. Yeesh. All right, we have a 2k, which is cool, the question is, do we go with another Shanks swing here and ask for the blocker? Because we're kind of just stalling right now. The Kozuki Odin can restand and get frisky with it, but we really don't have a great option to reduce his power, right, for the Ben Beckman, thanks to Lime Juice. Ooh. Establish. So we might be able to just do a play here where we do something like kill the Bond Clay, play this out. No. Because we don't really care about the blocker. So maybe what we do is we play Shanks this turn. No, because what I want to do is bait him into double swinging Odin so that we can play out Shanks and hit over it, right? So what we want to do here is actually kill his blocker, tuck the Beckman, and then swing a large number with our leader. Actually, no, we don't even kill the Beckman. We kill the blocker. Send a large number leader. Okay, so we're going to deploy this. Boom. Trash the blocker. Right? We're going to activate. Giving our Rested on here. We're going to do ability. We're going to put the Beckman on top of our life to secure us. We're going to equip all. Oh, yeah, we got to buff that. We're going to attach all active to our leader. And we're just going to send this 9k at face. Now that he has no blocker. He only has 5 cards in hand, so he is going to cycle with his Ezo. Still has 9k to deal with here. Does he give us 3 cards, is the question. And what we're really asking here is, hey, do you want to... Okay, he takes it. So that means he's probably bricked, or he's very confident in his hand. Either way, this is good for us, because we still have Shanks, and he should know we have Shanks. Maybe he forgot. Maybe he's silly. But if he doesn't block her up here, he might just lose. Alright, so 8, we're going to take that so we can get our Beckman back. No trigger. And we're probably going to take the next hit as well, unless he plays something, crazy. That way we can try to find an answer to minus his Odin. Because next turn, I could go for lethal. It's right. It's like a valid option. Jozu to bounce our little guy. We don't care. We don't care at all. Another Searcher. He's trying to fix hand. He has 3 Open Dawn. So we got to think about Thunder Bagua here. Right? Luckily, he has no Gum Gum Giant. Okay, he draws Sasaki. What even is that? Just a 2K. All right, so he has a 2K. I think he grabbed one earlier, too. He is going to restand and send Odin. Okay, so we could send 12 into that Odin and remove board pressure. 8 into 5. I don't have a lot of 2Ks, so I think we also just take this one. The only issue with playing Shanks now is we can't tuck it into life. Because we don't have our little guy. So 2K, 1K. Actually, we need 2 2Ks. Yeah, no, we just take this. I don't want to give him that many hits. Wow, all the Yassops in life. That's annoying. All right, well, we're going to give him a Yassop for that attack there. And we're going to draw our card. Okay, we got Monster, finally. Oh, not seeing a Reducer is really tough here, guys. I'm not going to lie. We could just pretend that he doesn't have enough counter in hand with the Shanks. Send a blank 5 at face. Get a card out of hand. What would he need? 2, 4. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 4. Okay. I think mathematically this isn't terrible. I'm fine losing if this doesn't work. We're just testing here. Yep, we're going to send a 5 to face. He didn't establish a blocker. We'll see what he counters with. He counters with a 1K. YOLO! He has no events. Okay, is that a... Oh, he almost had me with the 0 cost. Good game to my opponent. That came down to the wire. Wow, and the other monster was hiding in life. What a good game. I'd say GG, but he already left. Wow, that was close, guys. That was close. Alright, so that's game 2 down, and another win, surprisingly. I mean, blue-purple Kaido's, you know, not... It's not like Emu, right? It's nothing crazy. But I'm going to grab my other burrito real quick here. That was a close game. Our little strategy of just leaving the one guy on the board, so much pressure from that extra Dawn, it's actually crazy. Unfortunate that he didn't have removal for it. If I was him, I almost would have preferred to remove Yassop and the little guy with his double kill event, if I'm being honest. Alright, what do we got here? We got Reiju, NL, Croc, Law, Rayleigh, another Rayleigh. I think we can hop into one of these. Definitely not NO. I just don't want to play against an NO. We'll just do quick join. I can't make up my mind. But yeah, chat, let me know if you like these little rogue videos or not. Sweet, we get to pick again. We're definitely going second. Oh my goodness. We have everything except the bonk punch. We have Beckman for later game. We have an extra draw because we're going second. Another Utsa Searcher so we can get double search, try to find that bonk punch. Okay, so we're definitely playing that. There he is. Let's go. We have to send a Shanks to the bottom as well as another bonk punch and monster. So a good thing to keep in mind is we probably won't be seeing bonk punch again for a while. I'm going to go ahead and... Yeah, we don't need Building Snake right now. We'll do another Utsa. Try and find a Shanks blocker for later. Actually, do we need a 2K? Ooh, we kind of need counter. Oh, wait, Shanks gives you counter. What am I doing? All right. That's good. Okay. Shanks is a brick, but we don't care. Right. We just take this. Boom. No trigger. We get another Building Snake. Very nice. Draw a card. Draw our Dawn for a turn. No board development is huge for us. We might even take an extra life here. We don't have our Dawn Equipper is the only thing. So we can't heal it back with Bonk Punch. But I don't really think we care. I think we can stabilize fast enough. It's better to, I feel, establish more board right now. So, yeah, we're actually just going to go Bonk Punch in. Play out a monster. We have plenty of cards in hand. We take our life. And there's the 2K we needed for counter. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, so we are going to send 5 at face. Just get a card out of hand, maybe. But yeah, thank you for your service, Paladin. Getting over there, getting frisky in Japan. All right, he gives us a 2K. So generous. He must be bricked right now. He's going to send 6 at face. We care? Yeah, we kind of care. Yeah, well, we'll give him a 2K. Hack, yep. Blocker +4. KO a character that costs a 4 less. He can kill our monster here, which we don't really care about. So that just means we... Oh, it's our turn. My bad. Alright, we got Rayleigh for our late game. That's on KO. So if we Beckman on our... If we wait, actually, we could wait. It's not ideal, but we can just wait and Beckman next turn. Trash the hack, which is huge for us. Yeah, I think we can establish a Shanks blocker, do an Uta search, and be fine here. Because this kills original cost of 4 less. Yeah, so that would kill our Shanks. So I think what we can do here, equip 1 to leader, send 6, see what he does. Alright. Yeah, we'll attack. I almost wanted to leave that 1 Dawn up and swing a blank 5. I don't think he gives us the hack here. If he uses that to kill monster, he's a goober. Or a genius, one of the two. But yeah, thank you for yours. Alright, dude. He does give us another 2K. Sweet, we are milking his hand for everything it's worth. So, I don't think we care about playing over an Uta here. Yeah, so we are going to deploy our Uta Searcher here. Try to find something cool. Alright, Ben Beckman. It's not cool. We lose 2 Rayleighs, though. Important to note, we might want to make sure we tuck that Rayleigh into life. And we still haven't found our Dawn Equipper, which is kind of frustrating. Kind of, sort of. Alright, and we are definitely bricked beyond all measure here. So we're going to deploy out our Shanks blocker over Uta. And then pass to our opponent. Our Building Snakes are now 2Ks thanks to our blocker. Very cool. He's probably going to remove this blocker, I'm not going to lie. He might smell the blood in the water. We've dealt no damage to him, but that's fine. I feel like in this matchup, because we can keep up with the healing, he loses a lot of that value. He will be drawing extra cards pretty soon here. So that's annoying, but... Alright, and this attack here, the 7K... Ah, I see. Yeah, just kill the blocker, and then send 7. Alright, so 7's annoying because we lost our ability to make a 2K. Okay. Now the real question is what to do here. I think we just take this one. Yeah. Losing 3 cards is a terrible rate. We get a 2K. Don't really want the 2K. I want my Dawn Equipper. Alright, we got Yasop. Pretty cool, I guess. We could buff our leader. I think Rayleigh is just the best play here by far. We still can't really send anything at face yet. Oh, but Rayleigh makes us lose a life because he costs 8. That is annoying. Okay, so I think better play here. Beckman trash the hack, so he loses a blocker. Equip leader, the Dawn card. Send the Beckman to the top of life. Give plus 2K to our monster. Send monster. Then send Bonk Punch. Yeah. Alright, yeah. Alright, watch this. We're going to try this. We're going to go here. You can put that in your trash, not get an on KO, because I didn't KO it. And then we're going to equip to leader. But if I get plus 6 here, then that means that this isn't as big. We really don't care. Yeah, we don't care. Yeah, we're going to attach the Dawn. Activate leader ability. Putting the Ben Beckman on top so we can trash his next character next turn. We need to rush him down, though. This is looking bad. I'm not going to lie, chat. And then we're going to give plus 2K to the monster. we're going to send that monster at face. So if he wants to KO anything on our board besides Bonk Punch, he just loses out. All right, he's going to take that. What did he trigger? Waxing Fist, draw one, trash top card. Okay, what's his trash looking like? Okay, good. No 6-drop Kumas yet. All he can bring back with Dragon is a hack. We're going to send another 5 at face. I think here is fine. 5 into 5. He's got to give us a card or lose that life. Okay, he's going to give us a life here, and then we're going to just send another 6, see if we can get 2. Another 2K. So this guy's seen 3 of his 2K Kumas already. That's funny. Good for us. It means he's not triggering them out onto the board. And then we are going to Pacifista our turn right back to him. All right, let's see what we got going on here. I do still play Yu-Gi-Oh! On the side, Paladin. But competitively, I have really fallen in love with One Piece. Yu-Gi-Oh's just kind of lost a spark for me competitively. It's just annoying keeping up with some of the cards and effects. Yeah, we get rid of a monster here. It's lost its usefulness in our hand. I don't feel like doing any tempo plays late game. Our life is now crucial. I feel like he really needs to start sending stuff, at board here. Being at 9 Dawn, it means he has 1 Dawn to mess around with before playing Dragon. Okay, so he's just going to attack hand. Alright, that works. So he is going to make us trash 2. Robin is a 7K. Alright, I think we get rid of Rayleigh here, as sad as it might be. Yeah, we dropped the Rayleigh and the Building Snake, I think. Because we have Ben Beckman. In fact, we might just drop the Ben Beckman. Actually, hold on. If we play Rayleigh, we get Ben Beckman back to hand. We can still tuck Rayleigh next turn. We got Building Snake to kill the Robin. And then Sanji is tiny. Yeah, I think we ditch... Oh, but this is a counter. I think we ditch Yasop here. Yeah, we ditch Yasop. And a Building Snake. We have 4 cards in hand. Alright, does he put this 3 Dawn onto his Sanji? Or what are we doing here? Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh's just... It's one of those... Okay, he's going board. We don't care. You can have it, buddy. That's one of our stronger options, but I mean, it's not the end of the world. I will survive. Ooh, I wish I had the Dawn Equipper so bad. That Shanks would have been shiesty. Alright. So we have 10 Dawn to work with. We have Rayleigh, we have a Building Snake, and we have a Dream. Okay, so let's see. Bonk Punch is doing nothing except being a 4K guy that can just, do some damage. I think we go Building Snake -3, so this is a 4K. Then we go -3, -2. We can send... Okay, yeah, this is cooked. Alright, we deploy the Building Snake. We do the Building Snake. We don't equip all active Dawn. We -3K here. We Rayleigh here. We Rayleigh here and here. Goodbye, Robin. Thank you for your service. And then he is going to make us take a life because we played an 8 cost, which is fine. Because we can just put a Dawn on leader. Like so. Boom. We can leader ability. Put the Rayleigh back where he belongs. And then we're going to buff an Uta. And we're going to send Uta here. Boom. Ask for a 2K. Or give me your 6K body. And we're going to send 6 at face. That's going to give us a 2K. We're going to pass turn. We have 4 cards in hand. A 2K, 1K, 1K, and a Shanks K. Really hoping to find... We played 3 Utas, did not find a single Dawn Equipper. That's unfortunate. Alright, and a useless Captain Kidd is annoying. Kind of wishing we had another Building Snake now. Swinging in here. For 7. We might need to counter this. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, he's only got 3 cards in hand. We have to counter this. We go here and here. Why did he draw? I'm confused. Oh, it was Kid. Alright, so he discarded a brick. We're going to draw our card. Oh my goodness. Chat, you can't make this up. That kills his Kid. He loses all board pressure. We have Beckman. We can tuck the back. Oh, we have like no counter, but it's fine because we'll have 2 life. All right, so we're going to deploy our 2K here. Drain. Deploy. Goodbye. Put on leader. Attach it. We're leader ability. Go to life. We'll give you plus 2K. We'll send 6 at your face and another 6 at your face and call that a turn. I also have a dino deck, by the way, Paladin. Sorry, I'm trying to do like 4 things at once right now. Yeah, it's really fun, but for me, competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just kind of, I don't know, you know, it's just whatever. All right, send another 6K at face. What's up?
Can I come in?
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for the cup. I love it.
Yeah, man, for sure. It was like the biggest one they had, so.
Yeah, so I talked to the landlord. He said he upgraded it, and he showed it in the group chat. It's at like half a gig upload download speed, and it's through fiber. So we should be good. I don't know if you've seen a difference yet. He said it might take like a weekish.
I don't know. I haven't really been watching the stream per se, but I'm streaming and playing an online thing right now, so.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, just let me know if like it
7 into 6. We can't do anything about that.
If it doesn't change or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'll talk to him. Yeah.
Oh, he's got the dragon here. What is he playing out though?
And then for the recycling bin, I asked him about it because you know how they weren't taking it?
Mm-hmm.
So he said that for the recycling bin, most of the time they come in the afternoon, like after 5.
Mm-hmm.
So on Tuesday, just leave the recycling bin out for like the whole day and then just bring it in Wednesday.
All right.
Yeah, I think Zavala will actually be here, so you can ask him to help me with that too.
All right, so we're going to send a 5K at face. He does 1K, which makes me not want to play Shanks and instead get frisky with the board. I think we have math here, though, chat. So we have a 2K, a 2K, a 3K. So if we go 1, 2, 3 here, we send 6, 7, 6, 7. Yeah, so if we go 4 here, gives us 6 to work with. So 4 means that he has to block. If we go 5, that means he has to block or counter. Do we die if we try to lethal? Absolutely not, because he just loses blocker. Yeah, I think we go Uta. We send... Interesting. We might just do 666, I think, is how that works. Right, because this would be 4, 8. We get 665. 665 is, I think, the best. Because that requires a 2K, 2K, 1K. Or 755. No, because 755 requires the most. Yeah. So we'll start with 5. We'll see what happens here. Okay, he takes. He has blocker, so we go 5, 6, 6. Because he didn't counter the 6, which means he didn't have a 2K or he's baiting. 2, 3, 4. So that's 5. One more is 6. No, I think we go 7 here. We force him to block or give us 2 cards. And then if he gives us 2 cards... Yeah, I think it's 6-6. 6-6 is the safest. Blocks, okay. Just attach all active. Send 6. Does he have it? No, he doesn't. Good game. Good game. He left. All right. So we did it with Weenie Hut Jr. Game 3 in a row. Good game to our opponent. That was pretty close. Pretty close, but no cigar. Yeah, I think it's just Sabo's ability to stabilize in the late game, whereas most other decks, big swingers, right? Excuse me. They're big swingers, they're big attacks, they're big plays. Can't really you know, keep up, I want to say, because, you know, like, for instance, if you're playing Shanks, you know, you play your 10 rush Shanks, you lose that life. Even though you're a 5 life leader, right, and you're still drawing a card, technically, you're losing that life, and Shanks doesn't have a way to get it back. So if you're not controlling board very well, you're really going to struggle. And, you know, Koala has that Kuma to heal, has a dragon to bring out another body at the same time, so you can either use Robin to make them ditch cards, right? Or you could play out Akuma to heal, you play out Hack to block and kill stuff. Very tough to deal with for a lot of decks in the late game, as well as just drawing a card every turn once you get those bigger bodies on the board. But yeah, Koala, one of my more annoying decks to play against. I'll go ahead and take a look at chat real quick. Alright, thanks Paladin, you have a good one. Thanks for dropping by and supporting. Appreciate you. Alright guys, I think I'll get one more game in, and then I'll have to call it a night. I have some things I need to do before work tomorrow. We'll do one more game. Alright, here we go. And kind of interested here, chat, to see if we get somebody to beat us and make us go first as far as the die roll goes. Because so far we had 3 games. We won every single roll and have gone even curve. I kind of want to see how an odd curve goes. I feel like it's slightly worse, but... Alright, well, I guess we'll never know. Okay, Robin is annoying because now all of their attacks just make us lose cards. So we can't just take chump attacks. That is... Wait, is this hand cooking? I'm going to keep this. Especially going second. Oh, yeah. We can find Bonk Punch. Alright, we got another Rayleigh, so our late game is stacked. We deploy Uta. We find the Bonk Punch. We'll return like that. We do another Uta. We're looking for our Dawn Equipper. We don't find it. We're going to take... Ooh! Blocker Shanks. And we're going to pass our turn. Kind of bricked right now, but it's fine. I don't want to give him this card, but we don't have counter. So we lose it. Goodbye, Bonk Punch. Okay. So we have 2 plays here. I feel like this one is safer, as he's probably going to spend his next turn developing board. So we could probably do this relatively safe. Send him in. And then, yeah, we're going to send 5 at face just to give him a card draw. Unless he wants to give us a card. If he gives us a card, we are happy. Probably not, though. Knowing Robin, you just take every day, try to trigger. I feel like. Also, guys, let me know if the background for the game is too distracting, chat. That way, I can switch it up for you. Yep, he's definitely just going to draw that card. And we're going to pass it right back to him. 5 cards in hand. We probably should have done the Shanks blocker, but I don't know. We can play that later. 10 at face. All right, well, I mean, yeah, we're not countering it. No, and that was the Yasop we wanted. Well, the real Yasop was the banishes we took along the way. Okay, well, this turn's going to hurt a lot for him. Because we have that play I was talking about earlier, right? So we're going to equip this to our guy, Bonk Punch. We're attacking at face, like so. Boom. He probably takes this. Might block, but he probably takes this. He's blocking. We're going to equip one of these right here, like so. Do the ability. Tuck, buff, and then we're going to send 6 at face. Ask for a 2K. Gives us 2 1Ks, even better. We'll send another 6. Do it again. He takes the life. We're going to drop a Shanks blocker and pass the turn. So even though we're losing Banish, which is kind of annoying, like losing the cards off of Banish, we don't really care. And if he doesn't do damage to us, which I don't think he will with this, we just 2K out. Yep, we're just going to... do we do Shanks ability? Yeah, we do. We'll get rid of a Rayleigh. And we'll minus the leader. And then no blocker. Okay, and that's really good for us because we can actually... oh, we can't get our Bonk Punch back because he's not dealing damage, like real damage to us. We're going to draw our Dawn. We could buff leader with Yasop. I'm not feeling it. I think Rayleigh is just so much stronger here. We go -3 to the Kuma, putting him at a 4K, so he just has no pressure. Actually, we probably hold the Koala, and we just KO his stuff next turn. Healing is really annoying. for him. So I think we do just deploy this here. Though I suppose another big body is good, just to, like, threaten his stuff. I like that better. No, because then this doesn't attack, and we want to draw our bonk punch back again. So what I want to do here is play defensively enough that we can counter or block out of this with our Shanks. And then on the next turn, we can play Rayleigh plus Koala, really demolish the value from Kuma here, and also have Bonk Punch to go into Monster to just reestablish our board presence. So I'm going to deploy this. We're going to do this and make our leader a 6k. And then we're going to get a little frisky with it. There's a non-zero chance I just slap some Dawn onto... I don't have anything big enough. We could just Yasop on top of life. I don't like that. We could also heal our Shanks to life. I don't feel like doing that. I think we could just go 7-7 or 6-7. Yeah, we go 6-7 here. All right, we're going to equip here. Attach one. Attach another one. We're going to hit for 6. He gives us the 2k Olivia. We're going to put this on our leader. We could... we're not going to tuck anything. We'll just attack. 4-7. Give me a trigger or 2 cards. Trigger? Alright, we're passing the turn. We have 3k counter in hand. Would like to hold on to the monster. 9-drop Linlin. He's going to heal us something. Probably the Shanks blocker. Yasop. Okay, sure, buddy. Yeah, go ahead. 5 into 4. We let that go. Yep, resolve attack. Goodbye, monster. 7 at lead. We take this no trigger all day. Boom. And now we have our monster play on this turn. Draw our card in our last Dawn. We need our Dawn equipper here. But it's fine. We will survive. We could kill Linlin. We go Koala Rayleigh. Kill the Linlin minus, let's see, 3, 5. So that's 4. So it'd be 3-3. And then this will be a 5k. And killing the Linlin's huge. And yeah. If we do that, we can swing into it with leader. With leader and Shanks. And we don't really care if he like tries to reverse aggro. We have 3 life. We don't care if he starts banishing, really. Yeah, we have no counter in hand, but who cares? He only has 4 cards in hand, too. He might just be bricked. All right, we're going to deploy this. Minus 3k to Linlin. We're going to Rayleigh. 3-2. Kill the Linlin. Not giving him that value off of Kuma. We want to save Kuma for when we eventually see a Beckman. If we ever see a Beckman. And we are going to swing a 5 into... Actually, we just ignore the Kuma, I think, here. We send 5 at face. He probably doesn't take. Oh, he takes. Sweet. He's going to trigger out. It's a Kikunojo. That's kind of annoying. We need Beckman. We need it. Do we give him a blocker here? Nah. We pass. We have a 2k with our blocker as long as he doesn't kill it. So. Another one. Alright, he's going low in hand, though, which is good. We want to try milking that hand dry. He's going to send it face. We're going to Shanks ability. We're going to choose the leader. You're not banishing my stuff. Go ahead. Give me a card in hand. 6. No blocker. Resolve attack. No trigger. It's a Rayleigh. Let's go. That's exactly what we wanted to see. He's going to send a 7. Do I block here? I think I need to. This is tough. I kind of want to draw the card so we can get some board clear going. I don't think we block here. We just have to take. No trigger. All right, it's a Monet. First time seeing that card all day. All right, we're going to draw a card for turn. Now we get a Building Snake. So we could Building Snake Rayleigh. And just clear board here. I think I kind of like that. Because we can also tuck with life thanks to leader. And then we don't care if he has a lot of life because we can win the late game with our Shanks. All right, so yeah. We're going to do that. We're going to go Building Snake, deploy here. Okay, deploy. There we go. Building Snake ability to the bottom. We're going to -3. The one we're swinging in. So we'll go -3 to this one. Yeah. -3 here. We're going to Rayleigh. Important to leave that one Dawn up since we don't have our guy. We're going to go -3, -2. Doesn't KO. What do we care about here? Yeah, -3, -2. I probably should have Building Snake to this, to be honest. -3, -2, KO. He can have the life. Yeah, I kind of messed that up, I'm not going to lie. That might cost us a lot. He has one up, probably a Gum Gum Giant, not going to lie. But we don't really care. We have a lot of pressure here. We're going to swing in a Rayleigh like so. 8 to 4. He has to give us 2 cards if he Giants. He's going to heal another life. That's fine. I think we just start denying him resources. If we heal a Rayleigh, we lose it because he's going to banish swing a lot, probably. It's fine. We just need the life at this point. We're going to add Rayleigh to the top of our life, and we're going to buff up our Koala 2K. We'll swing a cheeky 5 just because we can. Just get cards out of, like, cycle. Start reducing that pressure he's building up here. He's going to take another one. Jaguar D Sol blocker, sure. And then we'll pass here. It's not looking good for us, chat. Yep, he's going to trash that Rayleigh. Even worse for us. Alright, he's going to plus 3k his leader. That's annoying. So we can go 1, 2. We don't have any 2ks. I think we just block this. We could have done this and then kept the blocker. I think we block. Could have saved the blocker there, but it would have cost us a lot in hand. He's going 5 into 3? No, 5 into 5. So we can actually save this. I don't know if I want to, though. We're going to resolve that. He's doing Kid ability at the end of his turn. Draw a card for turn. Another Shanks. Dude, the not having the Dawn guy is kind of tough. Okay, what do we have here? We have this play, which is goofy. Doesn't really do anything. He has 3 in hand again, with 1 up for Gum Gum Giant. What do we got here? Okay. He's definitely got to have Gum Gum Giant by now, right? There's no way. We could go Bonk Punch, play out the monster, Monet, and then just swing face and minus his board. Which is funny. It's very funny. And then we can still heal. I kind of like that. Alright. Deploy, deploy, deploy. Boom. We give 2 here. We don't have rush. I'm stupid. Okay, well, that's fine. And then we'll give minus 1k here. Oh, no, because we can do leader, heal that there. Okay, yeah. So we go 1 here. Leader ability. Add this to the top of our life. Buff up our Rayleigh. So he's now 10 into 8. I like 10 into 8. He's going to block. I think we just go all active here. Go 9 into 8. Probably 2Ks. Yeah. Not looking great, chat. Not looking great. Banish is hard for us to deal with, I'm not going to lie. Okay, he's resting down our monster. Sure. Is he just going to go straight board here? I mean, what's the play? If he wants to go... Okay, no, I was about to say, there's no way he goes straight board. All right, we don't counter here. Yep. Trigger. And yeah. GG's. Alright, so that's our first loss. Yep. Vanish, really hard for us to keep up with. Basically the inverse of Koala, whereas Koala we were neutralizing every turn. They were effectively just drawing us back a card that we were going to put there anyways. So we're just picking and choosing what we want in our life. Robin, on the other hand, says we're going to rip away. So instead of just going like -1 tempo for life, you're going -2 effectively. So yeah, pretty tough. But yeah, I think that's going to be about it for today's stream, guys. Like I said, just a quick little test of a rogue deck that I've been cooking. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions or anything down in the comment section below. Thanks for everybody who's watching. Remember, for the channel, if you would please like, share, and subscribe if you liked the video, wanted to share with anybody, or felt like subscribing so you could see more content. Feel free to leave a comment down below saying what you did or didn't like, what you might want to see in the next video, and any tips for the deck. I'm pretty sure I already said that, but whatever. And yeah, have a great night, everybody. And